Ethiopia is our long-standing credible partner in Africa. Believe that in 1898 we have established diplomatic relations between our countries, and currently our relations are developing in a gradual way. Our trade is increasing. The Intergovernmental Commission is working, and we have good efforts on humanitarian track, including primarily the personnel training. Excellency Mr. Prime Minister, we keep in touch constantly, and I'm very happy to see your high-profile delegation. In the beginning of this year, our delegation visited Ethiopia, and I know that you personally received the head of our delegation. I would like to thank you for that. So our relations are gaining momentum, and we are very happy to see you once again. Welcome.
I have just been conferred the great honor of Nishan of Ethiopia, the highest honor of this country. To be honored by one of the world's most ancient and rich civilizations is a matter of immense pride for me. On behalf of all the people of India, I accept this honor with utmost humility and gratitude. This honor belongs to the countless Indians who have helped shape our partnership.
यह सम्मान
Friends, on this occasion, I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to my friend, Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali. Excellency, when we met last month on the sidelines of the G20 summit in South Africa, you very warmly, insistently, with love and authority, invited me to Ethiopia. How could I have possibly declined such an affectionate invitation from a dear friend and brother, or delayed my visit? That's why, at the very first opportunity, I decided to come to Ethiopia.
इसलिए
Distinguished members of the press, I congratulate Prime Minister Abiy on the political, social, and economic transformation of Ethiopia since he took office. With the eyes of the whole world turned to the Horn of Africa, Ethiopia's long-established state structure and exemplary governance are becoming more and more important. As you know, in November, Turkey will be hosting the COP Conference of Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. We'll also demonstrate our close cooperation in the context of the COP conference, which Ethiopia will host next year.
kichwa, Afrika yetu hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo wana.
Ethiopia is stepping up its engagements with developed countries to match Ethiopia's needs and demands with the resources and capabilities of developed countries. To be clear, Singapore is not a developed country. We see ourselves as a tiny little island, always vulnerable, exposed to so many external challenges and always trying to keep ahead. On the other hand, we see Ethiopia as an ancient civilization with a long and proud history, a diverse people, and tremendous potential to do much more going forward. So this is not about us teaching Ethiopia at all or offering lessons. It's a partnership of equals. It's a partnership of us working together closely for win-win partnership. Singapore and Ethiopia can catalyze more trade and investment flows between Southeast Asia and Africa. And it is in this spirit that Singapore has decided to establish an embassy in Addis-Abeba. This will be our first embassy in East Africa and our third in Africa. And it is a tangible demonstration of Singapore's commitment to our partnership with Ethiopia and our belief in Ethiopia's strategic importance and potential. In this rapidly changing and uncertain world, partnerships between like-minded countries are more important than before. And I'm confident with Prime Minister Abi's support, Singapore-Ethiopia relations will continue to grow from strength to strength, and I look forward to working closely with Prime Minister Abi to take our relations to even greater heights. Thank you very much.
I need to reiterate, Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister, that though unfortunately the visit is long overdue, I mean, thank you, because I don't know for what reason you chose to visit Malaysia, and that was really a remarkable feat as far as we are concerned. And though the engagements has been less, although Emperor Haile Selassie did visit Malaysia, but it was cordial, good relations, but nothing substantive in terms of serious engagements, strategic relations, until your visit. So you are a man of vision, and you're a tough guy. I know that from looking at the looking at the phenomenal progress that you have seen in the last 5, 6 years. Of course, both of us are, great champions of reform. I call it reformacy, but amazingly, we did it, of course, in a matter of decades, and pushing it in the last 3 years. But we had a very strong, important base. you pushed in the pace of 5-6 years that probably would see as, certainly is a record in Africa, and in terms of governance, in terms of anti-corruption drive, in terms of reform. This again is a phenomenal and remarkable feat. My visit actually is partly, of course, because you are a dear brother, but also sentimental in that sense. And I think can convey a strong message. And what is astounding is this country is now forging ahead with all the strength and vigor under your leadership to showcase to Africa and the world that countries can succeed and can progress and become, again, an important country in Africa and to the world. And Malaysia is fortunate, therefore, to be embraced by you and this country as a reliable friend. And let me assure you, to conclude this, Mark, that we will do whatever is necessary, my dear Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed,